I did not believe that it would end, no. Everything came second to the benzo. You're not even speaking to my friends, no. You knew all my uncles and my aunts, though. Alright, how is everyone doing today? This is another weekly guitar tutorial for the new song by Post Malone, Better Now. In this video, we're going to cover the main chords involved, we're going to cover the main rhythm, and the good news is, it's actually the same chords in a loop the whole way through. Now, first of all, before we get into the chords, you're going to need a capo, and you're going to need it on the 3rd fret. And the second thing then is the actual chords. But before we begin, just have a quick question. What is your favorite Post Malone song? Now, there's also another tutorial done for I Fall Apart. You'll see it pop up above you right now if you want to check that out after this lesson. But let's get into it. So the chords that are needed are the following chords. We've A minor, we've D, we've G, and finally we have C. And by the way, that G chord, it's probably a good idea to use the 4-fingered G. Okay, and if you need the chord diagrams, they are going to be listed in the description below this video. So, those are the main chords gone through. Now, the thing is, he uses those chords over and over, but to give it that sort of dark Post Malone sound, what is happening is as follows. If we take a closer look at the actual chords, I'm only going to strum the thickest strings. And by thickest strings for A minor, I mean A string and D string. Then for the next chord, the D chord, thickest string there is the D and the G string. Okay, so they're kind of running parallel to each other. Now, the 3rd chord, it's the G chord. And what happens with this chord is as follows. You take off your index, lean your middle finger, the finger at the top, just down slightly, and that will cut out the A string. So if you want to test it, all you need to do is hit it, and you should hear something along those lines. Now, what strings do you hit? You're going to hit the E string and the D string. Again, it gives it that dark sound. And finally, with our C chord, all I do here is I lift off my middle finger and I just tilt my ring finger down slightly to mute that string. So very similar to the G chord, we mute the string below. And you're going to hear that sound. It'll sound slightly different, but pretty similar at the same time. If you do find that a bit tricky to do, you can play the open chords, it's perfectly alright. Just put more of your focus and power into the thicker strings than all of them. Sounds a bit too bright and happy for this song. Now that we've the chords gone through, all I need to run through is the rhythm. Really, with the rhythm, it's all downs. And what's happening is I'm counting in my head as I play it. I'm going 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a for every chord in every bar. So to play that on every chord, so now we've added in, so now I'm adding in the rhythm, going to 1 E and a, and then I'm adding in that little tweak I made to the open chords, which was simply just to hit the thicker strings. This is how it sounds all together. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just to give it a bit of context, I'm going to begin hitting all the strings all the time. And you're going to hear it sounds very bright and very happy. The other way again. Now, if you're watching this and you go, you know what, I rather the sound of all the strings all together, that's totally cool. Just play that. This is all about giving you as much options as possible. Now, as I was saying, the verse, the chorus, and the bridge are those chords played in a loop. Okay, now listening to the song, you will note at times the volume of the song and the intensity kind of just pulls back a bit, then it builds up again. That'll just be down to you deciding to strum the strings a bit lighter or heavier. Or you could also like play it really tight using that little tweak we had, and then just hit all the strings to open out the sound. So it's all about these options. Now to give a bit of context, I'm just going to do a small bit of singing. And the singing for the chorus, to give you a heads up in advance, I'm going to sing it down an octave. Down an octave is in, it's going to sound a bit lower, but it will give you the idea of how it runs. Okay, so here we go. So it goes, you probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you anything. Okay, so that's the chorus. I did not believe that it would end, no. Everything came second to the benzo. You're not even speaking to my friends, no. You knew all my uncles and my aunts though. 20 candles, blow them out and open your eyes. We were looking forward to the rest of our lives. Used to keep my picture posted by your bedside. Now it's in your dresser with the socks you don't like. Then the bridge, it goes, I promise, I swear to you, I'll be okay. You're only the love of my life. Then it goes back in. So those are all the parts of Post Malone's new song, Better Now. Now, really, it's all about taking those little chunks and combining them up the best way that you know how. And of course, as always, if you have any questions whatsoever, just post a comment below. I'll be happy to answer. If you haven't already, considered subscribing if you want to do so below, and you'll be up to date with every new tutorial that goes up every week. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon.